I wish to offer you a different perspective on a word, and that word is worship. Having had this conversation with a couple of people, well, let me just say, for me, the word worship means focus and attention. Um, and I'll describe that in a moment. But worship, I think when most people are think about that word or offered that word, we immediately go to religion and God. And, I feel like it has a bad taste to it, that very word. But, I contemplated that last summer. And yeah, what came through is that that actually that word symbolizes or is another word for focus or attention, and whatever we are, so whatever we're paying attention to is what we are worshiping. Allow me to say it that way. So if we are, for example, paying attention to the trucker convoy, for example, in present time space reality, then that's what we are worshiping. Do you know what I mean? If we are paying attention constantly on our phones and on the TikTok or Instagram, on the Facebook, whatever, that's what we're giving our attention and our focus to. Hence, therefore, that's what we are worshiping. So it's actually, for me, it's so let's take it out of the realm of God, and specifically out of the realm of the sort of God that sits in a throne in a place called heaven, with a big white beard and a cane, a golden cane, punishing people. So, because I think that for me, that's what it's generally attributed to. That's not my perception of God. That's not my view. Um, uh, and so, so there we are. The question then is, what are you worshiping? What in your daily life do you give your focus and attention to? Simple question, and I leave that with you. And to be honest with you, like and I think what's really upgraded my life and brought in all the beautiful blessings that I receive on a daily basis is literally filling myself with you can't really see that. It's the life and teaching of the masters of the Far East. Now, I talk about this book all the time, but it's really where I get so much in allowing myself to unlearn all kinds of things. I've left space to pull things in. So I get loads of stuff from there. But then, a lot of the contemplations and the ponderings and stuff, I think, come hand in hand with that. But it's just allowing space and being in the receptive mode for those kinds of things, just like the word worship. And, that actually it's what we put our attention upon, as opposed to, I'm worshiping the Bible, I'm worshiping this, you know what I mean? Like yeah. Anyways, so lost my train of thought. So that's like, for example, with me in these books, like I was sat in the sauna this morning and I was reading aloud one of the books, and then I do all my morning stuff, and then I come upstairs, and the first thing I do generally is to edit a recording, a 5-minute segment that I would have done already. So everything's uploaded, and I just have to sit there and edit it, which means that the words that I already recorded, I'm listening to again as I edit them. And I listen, so I'm editing, taking out mistakes and whatever. But then also, before I even do the editing, I listen to the whole track, the 5 minutes-ish segment, more than 5 because it ends up being around that. And I'm listening to the whole thing as I'm putting together the thumbnail and, doing the title and all that kind of stuff. And and preparing what I'm going to write in the description box, a little blurb. And so actually I record it. So I read and record it. And that's a few days or weeks in some cases prior. And then I come back and I edit. So again, I'm getting that information. And then I'm going through the book literally to copy and paste or copy and type out the blurb I put in the description box. And then sometimes in the evening, as I'm falling asleep, I will listen to whatever I've recorded. So you see, and I contemplate it, like I think about it all the time, literally. And so this is what my life has become. And I'm quite happy about that. Like I'd rather readily, tune into the recordings than watch a film. It's rare that I watch a film and or forget about TV, but it's this stuff and it's things that are related to this stuff. So for example, things that interest me. So the electrical nature, the magnetic nature, the electromagnetic nature of the human being, which which I've pulled out of these books, and with different areas, different. I talk about suspicious observers and astrophysics, let's say quantum physics, and pulling it all together, watching and learning about electricity in general, not in relation to the human body, but then it all does relate to the human body. And I wish to finish this little talk by saying that nothing is separate. Everything is connected, and the astrophysics is connected to the quantum physics, is connected to biology, is connected to neuroscience, is connected to the tree outside, is connected to this table, is connected to this water, is connected to you. Everything is connected. The people we deem as bad, connected, and actually we'll finish by saying if we would just allow ourselves, I suppose, actually, the freedom to judge, which means the freedom to express ourselves. We don't need to judge to anybody, go on platforms and judge that someone's doing something wrong. They're doing what they think is right? And when we stop judging them and look inwards, we realize, the judgment's born from us. And just really super quick, I'm not ending this now. I was reading in this morning how, let's take duality as an example. Duality, good, bad, black, white, whatever it is, happy, unhappy, are exist on opposite ends of the same stick, right? So what if we take that stick, that single stick, and we join the ends together, the opposite ends? Then we realize that those things come into union, and those opposites come into union and cycle together, right? They're part of the same energy. It's all the same energy. So when we judge something as good, bad, right, or wrong, that judgment keeps us in duality, keeps us in the opposing, but what if we can, when we come to a place in our minds and we find ourselves judging, and it's always the opposite of, it's always opposing, right? What if you can just, take those two opposing things and create a circle, and see where that takes you? I don't know, it just, I love it for me. And I just want to share that with you. It's just an idea. So I leave all that with you. There's so much more to say, but I'm going to end it at that, with much going on today. And I wish you a wonderful day. And might you have the beautiful sun that is shining in my eyes, might it also be there for you, uplifting your day from within. God bless you. Bye for now.